Yes. hmm I just wanted to make sure that we understand. Yes. hmm is it available for any sheriff's department to take it upon themselves to serve a respondent without it being court ordered? See, it was what? It was mail and publication. Yes. And when you send it, yes. I'm going to want to know sheriff's return of service. Yes. On August 21st of 2013. Did Commissioner Brent Baisden at that time order personal service? If not, you violated numerous laws. Yes. You cannot serve the respondent without it being court ordered. Well, did Commissioner Baisden order two returns of service? Oh, well, it looks like that the police department took it upon themselves, yes, to serve individuals that had no legal right to service, yes, because the court didn't order it. Now that's the irresponsible and unrestrained sheriffs and police departments, yes, that decided that, well, we'll just do it anyway. We're just going to do it. Now, as I understand it, you can only do what the court says. You can't give service of the protection order, yes, to somebody that is not the sheriff, yes, and then say it protected his right to due process. You cannot have a sheriff's return of service, yeah, without it being court ordered, sheriff, yeah. You can't serve me because you called me on the telephone, yes, unless it says personal service, yes, service by mail, service by publication. Now, obviously, mhm, somebody's been taking it upon themselves to do what the court hasn't ordered. Now, what happens when you do that? You put it in publication and you sent it in the mail. Yes. The petitioner says, oh, mail returned unclaimed. Yes. And of course, I don't know where she sent it. Yes. And then show cause. Yes. Order issuing temporary protection order. Affidavit of mailing. Yes. Declaration of affidavit. Oops. Return of service. Oh. Undeliverable mail. Where'd she send it? Sheriff's return of service. Right. 8/21 of 2013. Notice of hearing, July 5th of 2013. Yes. Um, you said mail and publication. Yeah. Happens to violate the requirements of the RCWs. And then who was it that ordered personal service? And then why was it that after you issued it, yes, you say that you protected my right to due process, but you didn't. You didn't protect my right to due process. November 8th of 2013. Not served. Now, every time that you took it upon yourself to do something that the court didn't order, Sheriff Bill Benedict, what kind of laws would you be violating when you do that kind of a thing? Yes. I will abstain from all offensive personalities and advance no fact prejudicial, yes, to the honor or reputation of a party, yes, myself included, or witness unless required by the justice of the cause with which I am charged, yes. Now, this is for attorneys. When does law enforcement have actual jurisdiction to serve anybody? When it's court ordered. And can there be any other service than what is court ordered? No. Can any other individual? No. Then why would you want to continue the fraud of your court orders? Now, I will never reject from any consideration personal to myself, the cause of the defenseless, or oppressed, or delay unjustly the cause of any person. Yes. Now let's see. Attorneys. Yes. I'm the homeless man. Yes. That's defenseless. Yes. That has been arrested numerous times. Right. Without any evidence against me. Yes. Without protecting my right to call witnesses in my favor. Yes. For the violating of the fraud of this protection order. Yes. And you do not think that it's persecution. It's not oppression. It's not false prosecution. You are not in any way intentionally torturing the defenseless and the oppressed. Now, what is persecution? The oppression of those, yes, that you have a discrimination and bias against, yes. Now, for every attorney in the state of Washington that has sworn this, yes, it has nothing to do with paying them. I will never reject from any consideration personal to myself. That's every attorney in the state of Washington. Yes. Now, the cause of myself. Today I emailed 4,000 email addresses. And it looks to me, yes, that those that are in office, yes, have actually considered themselves before considering, yes, the defenseless and the oppressed. Now, this is the oath of office. State of Washington. County of, I do solemnly swear or affirm that I am a citizen of the United States, and State of Washington, that I'm legally qualified to assume the office of, yes, that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States and the State of Washington, and I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of this office, yes, to the best of my ability. Now, when you consider faithfully, yes, and impartially right now, is that really what you've done? Have you been faithful to the oath of office? Have you been impartial in the discharge of your duties? Now, for those that are running to office, yes, I did put a copy of the Clallam County, yes, and Jefferson County Voters Guide, yes, and I want all the candidacy forms of every individual running for office, yes. Because the truth is, if any of you have any knowledge of this, you're liable. Yes. Now, for those that are incumbent, Brent Baisden, yes, you're sued. You're sued for violating your attorney oath. Yes. You're sued, Brent. You're going to prison. Now, this voter's guide, yes, is probably similar to every voter's guide in the United States. Could you do a web page and web search for voter's guide in quotation marks? VOTERS space GUIDE. Now, I'd like to know, how many individuals, have any knowledge, right, of the persecution, the oppression, the opposition, the defenselessness of my personal life. Now, this word slew, SLEW, yes, it's being overused in the vocabulary of the United States. I've noticed it more than probably 4 or 5 times in the last 2 weeks. The sex of the left, of the eye of the world, of candidates, yes. Could you do a search for me in every newspaper? Slew. Somebody wanted to dog the democracy of the United States of America. And I want to sue all the actual human beings, yes, that are running for office or in office right now. And for all of them that have a slew of dogs behind them, I want them slain, as in killed, removed, and thrown in the ocean. Now, for the slew of candidates, yes, that have anything that looks like them, Sequim City Council, yes. Mark Ozias, the incumbent, pooch. I've emailed you, Mark. Any and all individuals, Lauren Erickson, appointee, Brent Baisden, appointee, Clallam Superior Court Judge, yes. I'm going to sue the individual, yes, and I'm going to kill the slew of dogs that have been made of those that are going to prison right now. Port Angeles Commissioners Connie and Moray, Forks Community Hospital Commission, Olympic Medical Center. I emailed the Olympic Medical Center. Yes. Could you get me all the commissioners? Yes. On the Olympic Medical Center Commission. Now it's not just the mandatory reporters known as the doctors that are employed there. Yes, the nurses. It's the actual get me all of them right now. I want to know every candidate for office, and then I want to know if they have any knowledge of this. Ooch.